Hey, what's up, guys? Just stopping back in. I thought I would make another salad for you guys, another 5-star salad. Yeah, let's just get started. Tonight, we got a few different greens than we had last time. And so we've got some green leaf lettuce. We've got some red kale. Got some parsley for the fresh herb. Got some tomato, red onion, red bell pepper, celery, zucchini, and some carrots. So we're gonna make a 5-star salad. Just to remind you guys, a 5-star salad is essentially what I consider a salad that would constitute a meal. So most people are eating 0 to 1-star salads. What it takes to earn a star for a salad, in my criteria, you have to have at least 16 ounces or 1 pound of leafy greens. You got to have at least 1 fresh herb. You need to have at least 5 different colors of food, so different fruits and vegetables, different colors. You have to have at least 1 cruciferous vegetable, leafy green vegetable, like kale, broccoli, or kale, collards, bok choy, arugula, things like that. And the reason for that is that they're a little higher in calories than the other greens. So something like green leaf lettuce, this is like 15 calories per 100 grams, and kale is something closer to like 45 or 50. So you're going to be getting a lot more satiation from these cruciferous leafy greens. They're a little more dense, and so that's what's going to help you to feel full when you're eating a salad for a complete meal. All right. And then the last criteria to make it a 5-star salad, you gotta have a whole food dressing, which I teach you guys about, all the time. I've got a couple recipe books. Hey, what's up, Kirk? That you can check out on my website. Link for the Instagram people. So we got Instagram and we got YouTube going on today. So getting wild over here. On Instagram, you can go into the link in my bio, and there's a link to, the link tree has my recipe ebooks. For those on YouTube, you'll just have to go to my website, myrawintuition.com. All right, so that is how we make a 5-star salad. Once again, at least 1 pound of leafy greens. At least 1 cruciferous leafy green is included. It doesn't have to be only that green. You can have a mixture of different greens, but you want to have at least some of it a cruciferous leafy green. You want to have at least 5 different colors. You want to have at least 1 fresh herb, so basil, parsley, cilantro, dill, something like that. And then you want to have a whole food dressing. So that's how you're going to make a salad that is going to fill you up. It's going to give you the nutrition that you need, and it's going to make your salad experience so much more enjoyable. All right, so what's going on, Slicky? All right, so we're going to wash. Actually, the only thing I'm going to wash tonight, because it's a little dirty, is the green leaf lettuce. Everything else is pretty clean, so we won't have to mess with washing that. All right, so like I mentioned last time, guys, you want to have clean water. Whenever you're washing your fruits and vegetables, I don't know, do you want to move the...
No, you're perfect on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to have clean water. I talk about distilled water all the time. This is what we use in this house. We have a home water distiller that we get our water from. You can also do, you can fill up your jugs at a grocery store. They have reverse osmosis dispensers. And so most grocery stores are going to have something like that. So I recommend either reverse osmosis or distilled water. And so before we get the lettuce wet, gonna chop it up here. Now again, when you're making a salad, you guys, you gotta make sure that you have large knives and make sure they're sharp. So get a knife sharpener if you don't have one, and then you just sharpen your knives as you need to. Just want to make sure that they are nice and sharp, because that's gonna, again, you want to make the process as easy as possible. So if you have dull knives, I've cut up a lot of salads with dull knives. It's not fun, and it just makes it way more of a chore than it should be.
And if it's easier, then it's more fun.
Yeah, exactly. If it's easier, you're gonna be more inclined to do it again tomorrow. So you wanna make sure the experience is enjoyable.
Since the process can take some time, do you want to share what you like to do while you're making dinner?
Sure. So typically while we're making dinner, I mean, we do several things, but I like to listen to educational YouTube videos. Sometimes we like to listen to just entertainment, just
like a fun game show.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You often listen to like lectures and stuff.
Yeah. I like to listen to lectures. Lately I've been listening to a lot of microbiome related lectures. So.
Or we just have like nice family time while making dinner.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen Beastmaster.
Yeah.
I think that's been one of our favorite shows. It's just like people run through obstacle courses, and it's pretty cool.
Really fit people. Like the obstacle courses are really tough.
And sometimes we just play music. So, some fun music. All right, so I'm just getting all the dirt off of my greens here. I just kind of massage them. The green leaf lettuce isn't really that tough, so you don't have to really massage it, but just want to make sure you're getting off all the large particles. And then, for anybody that's new, you want to make sure you've got a big, massive salad bowl. Small bowls, do not cut it in this kitchen.
I have a small bowl.
For me.
This is why I'm hungry after dinner. So.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so get it nice and finely chopped, because that is going to make it easier to chew, and it's just easier to get on the fork. Can't remember what greens we had last time. Was it green leaf lettuce?
Might have been red leaf.
Oh yeah, it was red leaf.
It was.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just gonna say, make sure you're rotating your greens. That's gonna, one, for me, it helps with making me feel satisfied when I'm eating a salad. Because I eat a salad every single day for dinner. I make sure it's a 5-star salad, of course. And when I rotate the greens, it just, I don't know, it's just so much more enjoyable.
Gives you variety.
Yeah. I could eat the same thing every night, but it's good to mix it up.
We eat a variation of the same thing.
Yeah. Plus, then you're getting all the different minerals and you're getting different nutrients. As they say, variety is what feeds the gut microbiome. You want to make sure you're getting in a wide range of different plant foods and different colors. So something else that I've been learning about recently is about polyphenols, which is basically antioxidants, the antioxidant compounds in fruits and vegetables. It's what gives them their bright colors. And so tonight we're using the red kale, which is, I believe it's an anthocyanin, which I'm actually not positive if that's classified as a polyphenol, but it is a powerful anti-inflammatory, a powerful antioxidant. And the thing with polyphenols is the more that we have in our bodies, the more that we eat, the more, one, they act as prebiotics. So the more polyphenols you'll eat, the more short chain fatty acids the commensal or beneficial bacteria in our gut are going to be able to produce. And short chain fatty acids are super important nutrients that our microbiome, our microbiota create for us. And they're anti-inflammatory, they act like neurotransmitters, they educate the immune system, they do a whole bunch of different things. They actually promote the creation of a chemical called BDNF, which is brain-derived neurotrophic factor. And that helps to kind of protect our neurons in our brain and our nervous system. And it actually, I guess, promotes the maturation and the survival of new brain cells or nerve cells. So that's pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna move on to chopping up the kale. Now, a lot of people find kale to be a little too rough. And so if you want, you can massage it in warm water, or some people do salt water. I don't prefer to do salt water because
Or you can just massage it on the cutting board.
Yeah, you can just massage it on the cutting board too. I think some people use like olive oil and things
Really?
like that. Yeah. So I don't recommend doing that either. We don't use any oil in our food preparation. And then also you can just chop it really finely. That's really all that I do. If I'm, trying to wash off some dirt, then I'll massage it while I'm cleaning it. But for the most part, I just chop it really fine, and that works really well for me.
Vegan Jerry and Dolly TV say hi.
Ah, what's going on, guys? Thanks for hanging out with us.
Dolly TV is saying hi from Indonesia.
Oh, wow.
I I bet it's so warm over there. It's
Yeah.
where Bali is.
Oh, okay. What time is it there?
I think it's around like 12 hours difference.
Wow.
So it could be 7 in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Cool. All right. So we got this finely chopped. I was gonna say, another benefit of having more butyrate producing bacteria, which butyrate is one of the short chain fatty acids. When we have more butyrate circulating in our bodies, it promotes the production of one glutathione, which is an antioxidant that our body produces in the liver, and then also something called GABA, which is a protein that works in the brain, and it helps to kind of calm down nerve cells and reduces inflammation. So it's associated with higher levels of GABA are associated with lower anxiety and stress. So I think now is a good time to have high levels of GABA.
I'm gonna have some sprouts.
Cool. All right, guys, so we got our 2 greens cut up here. There's quite a bit in here. So it was 1 head of green leaf lettuce and 1 bunch of red kale. Now I've also got, so that's my 1 pound of leafy greens. All right, so we met that star criteria. Now we've got a bunch here of parsley. I'm not going to use all of it. So I'm just going to take a little bit off of here. Something like that.
You used to make salads with parsley, right?
Yeah, I used to eat a lot of herbs. Parsley, cilantro. So, I'm a big fan of the herbs.
Now we're all about the sprouts.
Yeah.
I'm a really big fan of the pea sprouts.
You are? Yeah, those are good. Pea sprouts. I like the lentils.
I just added some of those.
Yeah? Have you tried them yet?
No.
Well, let us know what you think. All right, so right now, guys, if this is all we had, it would be a 2-star salad because we got the 1 pound of greens and we got the 1 fresh herb. So now let's add in some red onion.
The lentils are very mild in the salad.
Yeah. So do you like it?
It's fine.
Good.
Because of the texture is nice.
Right.
I really like the pea sprouts because they're sweet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. Yeah, we were saying last time how instead of Wayne was asking if we use croutons in our salads, and we use sprouts instead of croutons. So it still has kind of, obviously it's not like a bread, but it still has kind of that same feel to it almost. So it's a good way to replace croutons is if you just make some sprouts, toss those in. All right, so there's the onion. Now, I figured I would use a little different method of preparing the salad tonight just because last time we cut everything by hand. So tonight, we can put some of them in the food processor, and that way you can kind of see, I'm sure you guys probably know what it looks like to have stuff come out of a food processor, but we're just gonna go with that for tonight and just see how that goes. All right, so we got 2 stalks of celery here. I'm just gonna roughly chop it. Now, depending how skilled you are with the food processor, you can really cut a lot of time off of your preparation. It works super nice for quickly chopping things up. Now I just like to pulse it until I get it to the size that I want it. And for celery, I go pretty small.
So fast.
Yeah, see how fast that is? Now you're gonna want a spatula just to make sure you get everything off of the sides.
Wow, that was really fast. We never do it this way.
Yeah, not usually.
Now we're going to.
Alright.
You can shred the carrots.
Yeah.
That would taste good.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Should I shred the zucchini too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you doing the tomatoes too? Maybe not.
No. That
The
would be...
aromas don't do it very well.
Yeah. Alright, so what should I do with this bell pepper?
Yeah, you should food process.
Yeah? Okay. Alright, so I've just got a little bit of bell pepper here. I'm just gonna use the S blade. So that's what we're using right now, is the S blade in the food processor. And I'm just gonna toss the 2 chunks and just process it down. I'm just gonna pulse it. Alright, so you guys keeping track here? We got 3 different colors so far.
Red, green.
Red, well, like the purplish
Yeah,
from
purple from the onion.
the kale and the onion.
Oh, yeah.
And they're different shades of red and different shades of green. The celery is a different shade of green than the green leaf or the lettuce. So, it's good to have as many different colors, but having different shades of the same color is also a good thing. All right, so that's all we're gonna. Oh, I'm gonna put some jalapeno in there as well. And I'm gonna use the S blade.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a big salad. It's Friday too, so. All right, and so I left the seeds in there too. If you're sensitive to hot or spicy things, you might want to remove the jalapeno seeds if you're gonna be using them in your salads, because it can get pretty spicy.
Jerry says you can't go wrong with jalapenos.
Exactly. See? Jerry's my kind of person. All right, so now we're going to use the shredding blade. All right. And this is going to allow us. Did you say this should be shredded?
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to allow us to make little shreds, obviously, of different things. And it makes, with like zucchini, it makes, kind of like little noodles. So you could use zucchini and use the shredding blade, and you could make like a pasta that way. Instead of actual pasta, you would have zucchini shreds that would imitate the noodles. So that's what we're gonna do right now. But ours isn't going to be for a pasta. So all you gotta do, you got the lid on here, just take your zucchini, put it on there like that, and this little doohickey helps you push it down, and then you just turn it on. Alright, so then it gives you something like that.
It will add a nice texture.
Hey, I see Greg. What's going on, Greg? Yeah, so it adds a nice texture. That's also something that I think is important when making salads, and really any meal, is to have a variety of textures. That's gonna just, it's gonna make it more enjoyable.
Is it Minnesota, Greg?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Greg. Aw. Oh, I got you a surprise. It's in the fridge.
Me?
Did you see it?
Me?
Uh-huh.
Or Greg.
No, it's for Greg. Come over.
Okay.
It's for your salad.
Oh, really?
It's in the drawer.
Which drawer? This drawer?
Yeah. It was in the package.
Oh, these little cucumbers?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Celine got me a surprise. So we've got some little mini cucumbers. So I will put a couple of those in my salad. I think one or two.
Just one. You have so much zucchini.
I know. All right, so we'll just do the same thing. We're gonna use the S blade. All right.
That's the shredding blade.
Oh, sorry, yeah, shredding blade. They both start with S, so. All right, so now we got a little cucumber shreds. Okay, now we will shred the carrots as well. So shredding the carrots are one of the best things to shred. It just makes them, I think it makes them taste better. The mouthfeel is better. So if you're gonna shred anything, have it be the carrots. These can actually both go in together. All right, there you go. Trying to make it look all fancy.
Your salads always look pretty. I would move the food processor lid. It's like in the way of the
This one?
cutting board.
All right, so now we're just gonna cut up the tomatoes by hand.
Do you want the serrated knife?
Yeah. So for tomatoes, if you have a serrated knife, that works really well. These knives, if they're really sharp, they work well, but if they're, just a little on the dull side, it's no good. All right, so we're gonna make these chunks a little bigger than last time.
The lemon in your dressing will be the 5th color.
Oh, cool. I think I have 5, don't I? Red, orange,
Purple, green.
purple, green. Oh, okay. Perfect.
Will you have the dates?
Yeah, the dates. Brown.
Brown. But like you said, you have like lots of shades of the colors.
Right.
So it's a spectrum salad.
Yep.
Lightwork asks, do you ever use sun-dried tomatoes for your salad dressings?
I used to use a lot of sun-dried tomatoes in both dressings and just other recipes, but I don't know. I've kind of lost my appeal for tomato dressings. There's a few that I still like, but I don't put a lot of tomatoes in my dressings anymore. I think I just maybe burnt myself out because I used to put tomatoes in my dressings all the time. But they are good. I know.
I love doing that.
Yeah, a lot of people like it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And then if you put like a little celery in there too, it can make it so salty.
Yeah. All right, so we got these chopped up. I'm gonna try and just push them in.
Do you want kelp?
No, we didn't soak it.
No, the little sprinkles.
Oh, the little sprinkles, yeah. Sure. All right, so I'm gonna add in just a little bit of kelp, just little sprinkles. Now, you don't want to do too much kelp. You want to take it pretty easy on the kelp because they say it's so high in iodine that you don't want too much iodine. You want to get enough, but you don't want too much. So I'm just gonna sprinkle in just a little bit.
What is too much? Like more than a teaspoon?
Uh,
Tablespoon?
I think it's going to depend on the person based on what your levels are at. So I don't know what dose, It's too hard to say because everybody is at has different levels.
Maybe just have some every other day.
Yeah, a couple times a week, 2 to 3 times a week. You know, that works great. And then I also like to use other seaweeds for getting more trace minerals, iodine. You know, that's going to help a lot because the sea vegetables have some minerals that a lot of the terrestrial plants are not getting. And so having those a couple times a week is just kind of reassurance that you're, you know, getting everything in there. And minerals are really important for, you know, a lot of different things, you know, for the conductivity, for our nervous system, for the creation of our gut barrier and the mucus layer in our gut. Got to have good mineral content in your body. So, you know, eat a lot. That's why these 5-star salads are so good, because you're getting in all these leafy greens, all these vegetables, and they're full of minerals. All right, so we've just got the grape tomatoes left, and I'm just gonna toss them in. They look pretty good.
And the sprouts.
Oh yeah, the sprouts. All right, and so we also have some sprouts here. Sprouts are great to have on hand. We've got more sprouting right now. Not sure if you can see. Yeah, you can kind of see them right here. I can grab them for you. So we've got, these are broccoli sprouts right here. And then we've got mung bean sprouts. So these are, this is just the second day or first day, it's depending. They soaked last night. We soaked them last night. So today is the first day that we're rinsing these seeds. So broccoli and mung bean. And then we've also got some French lentils and green peas.
Oh, only a few peas?
Yeah. Well, they expand. I mean,
but I just ate like half that amount in this one salad.
Okay. So I'm just going to take a little bit, you know, I mean, if you have a lot of sprouts on hand, they're perfect, you know. As far as I know, you can't overdo the sprouts. So
they make you feel really full.
Yeah. That is gonna be the salad tonight, guys. And I always like to show it next to my head because it's a massive bowl. This is the type of salad that you want to be eating. I know this is probably more than what most people eat. And to be honest, this is a pretty big salad. It's a little bit bigger than what I typically have. So I may have a little bit of leftovers tonight. We'll see. I'm not sure. I might eat it all. A lot of times I do, but it's usually just a tad smaller. But either way, you know, you want to have a massive salad. All right, so for the dressing, I don't even know at this point what I'm gonna make.
I want to say something about the sprouts. If you've ever tried the grocery store sprouts and you just thought they tasted really gross and it's hard for you to get into them, homemade, like homegrown sprouts taste so much better. So don't give up on them if you haven't grown them yourself yet.
Yeah, homegrown sprouts and store-bought sprouts are two completely different things, taste-wise. Yeah. and they're way cheaper to have as well. I showed in just a couple videos back the batch of sprouts that we ordered. A little under 75 pounds of sprouting seeds, which came out to, what was it? Like $250. That's gonna last several months. So it's just I bought a lot at one time to lower the cost. So if you buy them in bulk, they're gonna be way cheaper. And if you don't wanna spend that much money at one time, find somebody else that wants to sprout, and you can buy a big 35-pound container like this. This is the French lentils. And you can split it with them. So you can cut the cost in half and you'll still get a large amount of sprouting seeds. Oh, and I was gonna say about the broccoli sprouts, I just made a post on Instagram about this. And a lot of people are talking about this lately, so I'm sure most of you probably know this, but the broccoli sprouts are a really high source of sulforaphane, which is an isothiocyanate, an antioxidant, a really beneficial nutrient. And when you have higher amounts of sulforaphane, you again increase your level of glutathione, and you reduce the effects of reactive oxygen species, which are, it's like, so the way I explain it is reactive oxygen species are naturally produced in our bodies as mitochondria go through their natural metabolic process that, you know, just for everyday living. And then kind of as a waste product, it does have other functions as well, but when reactive oxygen species get too concentrated, there's too much in the body, they cause oxidative stress and inflammation. And so the more sulforaphane we have and other nutrients like it, other antioxidant chemicals, they kind of squelch the reactive oxygen species and prevent them from causing oxidative stress, which ages us faster. And so, you know, this is anti-aging food. You know, it helps us to slow down the aging process. And so that is, you know, just one of the many benefits of eating a wide variety of colors and a wide range of plant foods on a daily basis. So for tonight's dressing, now I've been on a fat-free dressing kick for like the last week, just kind of experimenting. So I'm gonna stick with that. And so when I don't use any nuts or seeds in my dressings, I usually will use dates as the base. And so I'm going to use 4 medjool dates. You want to make sure you take the seed out. Okay. And now, so this is going to be a really simple recipe. And I've never made this recipe before, so if you make this yourself, I don't know how it's going to be. So I'll let you know here in a few seconds. But I've got some Frontier pizza seasoning. We just put it into our own little jars, but this is the Frontier. Frontier is the brand, and it's an organic pizza seasoning mix.
We got it off Amazon.
Yeah, you can get it on Amazon. Some stores carry it. So we're gonna do, I've got a 1/2 teaspoon here We're gonna try that out. A nice heaping half teaspoon. And I'm trying to think if I want to throw anything else in there.
Besides just those two?
Yeah.
How about tomatoes?
Tomatoes.
Or bell pepper.
Yeah, I used.
We have orange.
Oh, yeah. All right, we can try that.
Oh, we didn't plug in your other phone.
It wouldn't.
Oh.
How it's set up. I think it'll last.
Okay.
All right, so we've got a little bit of orange bell pepper here. We're just gonna toss that in. And I think that's gonna be it. And then we've got water. So again, guys, the importance of having clean water, you know, especially if you're concerned about eating organic, you know, you're really kind of negating any of the benefits you're getting from eating organic and spending higher amounts of money on organic food if you're just filling your body with tap water that contains high concentrations of, you know, chlorine, chloramine, fluoride, you know, pharmaceutical chemicals, farming chemicals, lawn chemicals, you know, birth control, all these different things, antidepressants, glyphosate, antibiotics. So you're getting all that if you're consuming food, or if you're consuming tap water, or, you know, really spring water as well. People are getting spring water, and I just wonder, because there's essentially no clean source of water at this point. We have really toxified pretty much all of the water sources that we have. They find glyphosate in like the most remote regions of Alaska, or of the Arctic Circle, you know, so it's everywhere. It's in places that there's no civilization, you know, around, and so you can't really get away from it unless you distill your water. That's really the only way that I know of that you can make sure that you're not getting those chemicals into your body through your water. So, yeah. All right, so we're gonna do about 3/4 of a cup of water. Do I want to put garlic in there?
I was thinking onion powder.
Onion powder? All right. All right, onion powder is going into. So we've got 4 medjool dates, like a 1/4 cup of bell pepper. We've got orange in here, you know, red would work. And we've got a heaping half teaspoon of Frontier organic pizza seasoning. And then we've got a half teaspoon of onion granules.
Vegan Jerry says tap water is dead water.
It is dead water. It's worse than dead water. It's toxic.
It will make you dead
Yeah.
water.
All right, so we're gonna blend this up. How long have we been going?
I tried to look and it doesn't say.
Okay. All right, so you want, when you're blending in a just regular blender, you want to blend as little as possible. You know, blend as much as you need to make it the consistency you want, but don't over blend just because you're oxidizing the nutrients. Ooh.
Awesome. Yum. Dang, you barely put any pizza seasoning, but that's all you can smell.
Yeah, I know. All right. Here's what it looks like. What you think? Oh,
Yeah?
it's pretty good.
You guys get to see Matt's creation in action.
Hey, you helped. All right, so yeah, that's pretty good.
Do you feel like something should be added or
No.
something's too strong?
No, it's good.
Cool.
I just don't think it's going to be enough dressing for the salad, but we'll have to make do.
You want a picture?
Yeah.
Do you want a light on?
No, it's good.
Cool.
Thank you. All right, so once you make your dressing, again, this is dressings like this are what people need to learn how to make. And so, I mean, it's so easy and so delicious. And, it's how you make your salads super delicious and satisfying. So I'm just gonna pour this on. There you go. So that is tonight's 5-star salad. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna go enjoy my dinner now. And I apologize, I couldn't see your questions if you guys were asking questions, but I'll try to respond afterwards if I can see them. So, all right, hope you guys have a great night and always follow your raw intuition.